People say it all the time. Money is the root of evil. You hear it so much that after a while it just sounds true. But that's not what the scripture actually says. It says the love of money is the root of all evil. And that one word changes everything, because money itself isn't the problem. You need money to eat. You need money to live. You need money just to survive in this world. Scripture even says, money answers all things. Ecclesiastes 10:19. So money isn't evil. The real question is, what happens when money starts driving everything inside of you? Because money can solve problems. It can remove pressure. It can open doors. But money was never meant to be the thing that leads you. And when it becomes the motivation behind every decision, when it starts shaping what you tolerate, what you accept, what you're willing to trade, that's when the issue isn't money anymore. It's what money has become inside of you. Let me share a story that might help bring this to life. Her name was Danielle. Danielle was married to a good man. They lived in a stable home. They shared responsibilities. They handled life as a team. It wasn't flashy, but it was solid. And for a long time, that was enough. Then Danielle started spending more time on the internet. She kept hearing women say things like, "I'm not going 50-50 with a man. I deserve to be taken care of." She saw celebrities in private clubs, champagne flowing, Birkin bags laid across velvet couches like symbols of success. She watched interviews where women talked about fast money, easy access, and a lifestyle that looked untouchable. And underneath all of it was one quiet message. There's a better life than the one you're living. Slowly, Danielle started resenting the life she once felt grateful for. Stability started to feel small. Teamwork started to feel exhausting. She didn't want to build anymore. She wanted elevation, and she convinced herself of something dangerous, that the life she wanted could never be reached with the husband she had. So she chose the divorce, not because he was a bad man, but because she believed something better was waiting. And that's when the new life began. At first, she resisted. She told herself she still had standards. Then she started justifying it, calling it business, calling it temporary. Eventually, she adjusted her boundaries to fit the opportunity. What she once called ambition slowly turned into compromise. And then, the truth showed itself. The women she admired weren't free. They were medicated, anxious, numb. Money started coming faster, but peace disappeared. Sleep got replaced by pills. Confidence got replaced by anxiety. Silence got replaced by depression. And one day, sitting alone in a life she once prayed for, Danielle realized she didn't recognize herself anymore. She gained money, but she lost herself. This is why the scripture doesn't point at money. It points at love. Because love is allegiance. We all want money. We all want comfort, security, and ease. That's human. But the danger begins when money sits higher than your alignment with God. Because once money sits above God, you stop measuring life by meaning and start measuring it by gain. You stop asking, "Is this right?" And you start asking, "Will this get me ahead?" And the scary part is, you don't notice the damage right away, because it happens slowly, one compromise at a time, one justification at a time, one piece of yourself traded quietly. That's why the scripture says, "The love of money is the root of all evil." 1 Timothy 6:10. Because when money becomes what you serve, it doesn't just take your time, it takes your conscience, your identity, and eventually, your soul. This is the quote room, where words wake minds. Some things don't need a reaction, just reflection. Just a few thoughts I had on my mind.